So if you would have to describe in one line, what actually changed after you had started to adopt BlueAlpha?
The main thing is we now have a single source of truth for performance based on incrementality that we're able to turn into clear weekly budget actions.
If you would have to break down one or two actions that you implemented based on what our tool was able to tell you.
Yeah, so the two big ones on Meta iOS, we corrected our scaling there based on incrementality results. We pulled back a lot of spend in segments where we weren't seeing incremental value based on BlueAlpha learnings. We also rebranded our Apple Search campaigns based on brand versus non-brand keywords, and then reallocated towards the non-brand groups that showed more incremental lift and fine-tuned that allocation.
What gave you the confidence to act? Was there any particular thing that helped you gain this confidence to move you over the finish? Like, this is working or this is not working?
Yeah, so I think mostly transparency, being able to see how the data model is actually working, where the data is coming from, what that data looks like, making sure it aligns with our internal metrics, incorporating geotests, and seeing how and why each recommendation is being made is super important. And also just alignment on goals and working with a partner that understands not just the data side, but also how digital marketing channels actually work and the limitations within those.
I think there's also this misconception about getting a new measurement vendor on board. They help you set up the marketing mix models, and this actually takes ages. What was your experience in terms of getting your first intel and actually having the first meaningful budget action that you could take?
Yeah, after the model was set up and we had ported all of our data in, we were able to action on the Meta iOS spending within 2 weeks of seeing the model.
And if you could now open up to the crowd of other growth leaders that potentially are considering BlueAlpha, what would the message be?
Yeah, so really it's just having an easy way to look at market incrementality is a game changer for us, especially in the world like post iOS attribution and all the privacy limitations that we have. Having a secondary source for incrementality results really helps make budgeting decisions easier and increases the confidence in our media mix spending.